God will guide you to the right opportunities and repel you from the wrong ones. When he opens a door for you, no one will be able to close it. But you gotta walk through the door. My friend, we'll call him Devin. He's never had trouble getting a date. I mean, he's a good-looking guy with an attractive personality that makes him very likable. But he's a bit younger than me, so his experience with dating is much different than mine. We didn't have the internet when I was dating. The options for me were the girls my age that I went to school with. Right? There were probably 5 I was attracted to. 3 of them were already going steady with someone else. And one of them was too much drama for me to handle. So I asked the one with less drama on a date. If that didn't work out, I had to wait for one of the steady ones to ditch their boyfriends. Options were very limited. Well, not so for Devin. Devin is keenly aware that there are 4 billion women in the world, and many of them are accessible to him through online dating apps and social media platforms. You would think that this would make things much easier for an attractive guy like Devin to find a woman, settle down, and get married, which has always been his desire. But the reality is quite opposite. Devin hasn't had a serious relationship yet, let alone been married. So one day I asked him about it. Devin, what's up? I mean, you're a good-looking guy. You've been on the dating scene a long time. Why don't you have a serious relationship? Well, that's when I discovered what it's really like for people who are out there dating in this day and age. Devin told me how overwhelming it is to know that there are so many women out there. He could literally make a list of personality types, physical attributes, shared interests and values, input them into a program, and within seconds have a selection of dozens of women to start a conversation with. If he decides to take one of them out, he can't help but think in the back of his mind if one of the other ones would have been a better fit. And the worst part is that he knows that she's running the exact same mental exercise at the same time on their date. The first sniff of an imperfection or misalignment, and it's off to find someone new. Options abound. The decision to get serious with someone will mean cutting off the millions of other options without having tested those options first. But you can't possibly test them all. So how do you know if you're getting serious with the right one? And how do you know if the person you choose will turn out right? Will you regret the choice and waste precious time? Of course, the problem extends far beyond just dating relationships. How do you choose a career? How do you choose your friends? How do you decide what to focus on each and every day? Sometimes our family gets overwhelmed just trying to decide what to order from DoorDash for dinner. Options abound. But when you decide to do something, when you say yes to an opportunity, you are, at least temporarily, cutting off other tasks and opportunities. And this is a good thing. It brings focus to your life and effort. It's also an act of faith that the opportunity in front of you has been sent to help you achieve your desire. But here are some things to consider before saying yes. Number 1, is the opportunity related to your desire? Hopefully you've done the spiritual work to develop your desire in your imagination with as much clarity as you can muster. If not, well, that's the starting point. The more clear you have your desire in your imagination, the easier it will be to see which opportunities move you towards it and which opportunities are distraction. Don't waste time doing things that other people think are important, but don't move you toward your desire. Chances are those activities are important to them because of their desires. That does not mean it has to be important to you. Here's a second thing. Be open to adjusting your plan. For those of you who are like me, you not only have a clearly formed desire, but you have a 10-step strategic plan for how to get there. And that's a good thing. It's part of your gift to the world, but it can also cause you to overlook opportunities that might get you toward your desire faster or with less effort. Implement your plan, but don't stick your head so far down in the sand that you miss divine opportunities to improve the plan. As you keep your imagination focused on your desire, not just your plan, you'll see adjustments that you can make, little course corrections. Be open to those. Those aren't distractions. Those are gifts and opportunities from God. Here's the third thing. Is the opportunity in your hand? When God asks you to take action towards your desire, the action steps are usually quite accessible to you. He does the heavy lifting. He does the heavy lifting, just requiring from you a step of faith. It's not to say that God will not do tremendous things through you. He will, but he will often work through a series of faith-filled steps that are readily available for you to take. That is to say, he will use what is already in your hand. When God filled Moses with a desire to lead the Israelites out of slavery, he told Moses to use the staff that was in his hand. The staff was God's instrument that Moses used to perform many miracles. When Peter had a tax debt that needed to be paid, Jesus told Peter, who was a fisherman, to go fishing. The fish he caught had a coin in its mouth that covered the debt. Don't look for opportunities that are far off. Don't invent grandiose, Herculean tasks for yourself. Assume that God has already orchestrated everything together to bring your desire toward you. Assume he has prepared you and placed the next step within your grasp. The fourth thing is this: is God highlighting the opportunity? Now, I understand this assessment may be the most subjective. Learning to notice when God is highlighting an opportunity is a lifelong practice. You won't always nail it, but if you develop the habit of at least asking the question, you can trust that God will steer you in the right direction. And of course, he'll help you get back on track if you ever miss a cue. Sometimes you'll know because you have a peace about the opportunity. Sometimes you'll be super excited about it. Maybe like Abraham, God will speak to you about it or give you a dream about it, or maybe it will come like a little wink from God, something that's just too good to not be from him. It may look like a relationship where you have favor with someone. It may look like a platform or an inheritance that was given to you. It may be something that jumped out to you in a book or that you read, or an idea that just popped in your mind. Avoid opportunities that feel heavy or not inspired. My wife and I, we won't even entertain an opportunity if it doesn't seem like it's going to be fun. It's one of the ways we know that God is highlighting something to us, when he allows us to get giddy excited about it. In the book of Revelation, God describes himself this way: he who opens and no one will shut, and who shuts and no one opens. I use this verse a lot to help strengthen my belief that God will guide me to the right opportunities and repel me from the wrong ones. When he opens a door for me, no one is able to close it. And when he closes a door for me, no one is able to open it. I ask God all the time to close every opportunity that is not from him and to guide me through the doors that he is opening for me. I hope this episode has been a benefit to you. If so, make sure to like and subscribe so you get more videos just like this one to help you in your success journey. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next episode. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. You know, great businesses and great leaders are built using effective communication. For more, go to speakingschool.com, grab my Elite Business Success Toolkit for free just for trying out our Speaking School membership. That's speakingschool.com. See you next time.